I don't know. I mean, it's Josh. What are you doing?
And I'm sweaty, Matt.
Oh, I thought you were.
Shit. Bike mode.
Yeah.
Well,
You look like a sociologist trying to infiltrate a gang. That's what you look like.
I was gonna say,
Well,
I'm
I'm not gonna say I'm not.
Oh Lord, you better hide your D20s. Hide all
hot.
the
Oh yeah, I understand. Okay, I just didn't know. I thought you put in a mask or something. I know what you're doing. Anyway. All right. Whoops. No, is it? Which side is graduated? Left or the right? No, it doesn't matter.
Nobody
goes left to right.
Well, yeah, well, I don't care. Anyway, so last time you guys successfully defended Meehan while he was completing a ritual to break an arcane contract that was signed between Siedra and the Cogmaster Bodyknock. It took a few rounds and several transformations of Meehan as he grew larger and larger with each successive success, until he finally unleashed this torrential breath weapon that seemed to be, I don't know, powered from the heavens, where like a reality kind of split and a beam shot down and he blasted the contract. But to complicate the matters, what appeared to be a magical sandstorm that was full of bones, and at the center of this was a dragonborn mummy named Megrim Doomhex, who wore a mantle with 5 dragon heads, which Ander did manage to destroy and slice in half, and it fell onto his sword. After a transformation, and there's a face, lots of skeletons, and you guys really fended off all of that stuff, and there was a lot of stuff thrown at you. And it resulted in the waking up of the Cogmaster from his stupor, regaining his talent and inspiration. And after Meehan fell to the ground and the storm dissipated, we find ourselves on top of Meehan's lair, where we're going to pick up. What do you do?
So I was unclear about how things ended last time. Was the thing we were fighting gone, or is it just
It is gone.
evaded its attack? It's gone.
Yeah, it's not anywhere around.
We didn't kill it, but it's gone.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you do?
How's everybody doing?
Little worse for wear, but all together.
Yeah, I feel a little rotten myself, like literally.
Yeah, a little bagged up, not feeling super great. And then I'd like to check on Meehan and the Cogmaster as well.
Okay. Who you want to look at first?
Meehan first. He just went through like a lot doing this ritual.
Okay, make a medicine check.
I'm
Sure
going
thing.
to try and assist him with that.
Okay, I will need another D20. Oh, so many dice. Okay. Natural 16, medicine 25.
Okay. Meehan, his breathing is shallow, and he's still in his ancient gargantuan dragon form. He's alive. He just seems like he is exhausted and is just expended all of his energy.
Okay.
And the Cogmaster's like, "Holy crap! What was that? Holy cow! I have so many ideas!" And he's just it's like, I need a stone, and like he grabs a stone. He just starts sketching notes into the dirt.
Awesome.
Cogmaster's feeling good.
Good.
I'll say.
So you know the old buddy.
Yeah.
I seem to have a bit of an affliction here. Could you help me out with it?
Well, I perhaps can. It just depends on if I've got enough energy for it. And, well, you're in luck. I only got energy for one more. And then I do like the sweet pastor thing, you know, where put my hand on his forehead. Be gone! And I remove curse.
I was gonna say Alvin's got it too.
Alvin,
so-
who also has the mummy rod on it, you just saw his face light up when Enola was like, I've got the energy. And then when he said for one more, he just goes, oh.
Are you hurt worse than I am?
No, I just also had the mummy rod.
Okay.
And it's been done. And then let's get some health for Brad. You need a bunch of... You know what I'm going to do? Wait, I could just do... I could just start expending spells here. And let's go with... Damn. Can't use that. Let's just do Cure Wounds. Wait. Perhaps do we still have that ability where it gives max heals, or is that gone, Tyrael?
I think that was only a minute.
Yeah, but we were
I
just
can
in
cast it
combat.
again.
I think it would be super beneficial if you did cast it again, if you can have that availability.
So, I'll cast Beacon of Hope again. Oh, excuse me. I'll cast Beacon of Hope again, using sorcery points, and I'll cast Mass Cure Wounds again. Same deal.
How many
Okay.
hit points is that?
So it'll be max HP. Oh, geez, hang on a minute. Wait, no, I've got D&D Beyond up.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, sorry I've been quiet for like the start of both campaigns. I've finally fixed up D&D Beyond for both characters now.
Oh, cool.
So it's good when things work.
D&D
Okay.
Beyond is so handy if you're playing a caster, gotta say.
Yeah, dude. Really helps concise things down. So you guys are all gonna get 29 HP. Not all, actually. I think it's up to 6 creatures.
Yeah, sir.
Whoops.
Yep, 6 creatures. So I'll do myself and 5 other people. So who else needs health?
I'll be
Besides,
okay.
You can't get it though, Trombley.
Yeah, Trombley's.
Wait, you
course.
can't recover any hit
No.
points? Oh,
No.
fuck. I'm at 10.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
mummy
yeah,
rot!
That is rough. I thought
But
mummy rot, I misunderstood how mummy rot worked.
This is terrible.
It does a
If he
couple
dies, I won't be able to eat him.
I mean, you need a short rest to get a spell slot back, right? Could you get that spell for yourself? Take that off? Because I can just heal you up right after. And I assume a long rest will be coming.
I could do a long rest and get him good again.
I was
but-
gonna say, if we took a long rest, Anolo could get me. He just used up his resources for today.
I just don't
Who
know
else
if you
needs-
want to spend an 8-hour period with 10 HP. Like, is there any way we can get that off otherwise?
Let me see if my lay on hands can.
Can't we just go inside
Man hands won't do
his place
the
and-
curses.
and sleep?
Yeah, I think lay on hands is just for HP, not for.
Well, it's also for
Error.
disease and neutralize poisons, but it's not a disease.
Nope.
Yeah.
Is Mihan conscious?
He is not conscious.
Oh, that's oh.
And this is not considered a spell.
It's a curse.
Yeah, so I'm out, boys, girls.
And Mihan's in full dragon form still, too.
Correct.
Oh, so he's not getting moved.
Oh, good thinking. Yeah. Mm.
I'm gonna hit him with a 4th level Cure Wounds. See
Okay.
if that helps. So 48 plus 5, 32. Plus, yeah, 37.
Okay, how do you cast it?
You know, just kind of go up and actually kind of lay my hands on him and just a little flash of light.
Okay. And as your energy imbues into him, you see his breathing kind of relax and slow down a bit, but he's still unconscious. It's what he did was just an incredible amount of exertion, even though he wasn't flying around. So it might just take some more time for him to wake up.
Needs a nap.
Yep.
Anyone else need healing?
Spell.
I'm at 10
After that one,
points.
I'm up to 49.
So the cogmaster is running around, still drawing sketches, and he looks over. He goes, "Whoa, we're on top of a. That's a dragon! Holy shit!" he's just wow, and he's just running around like super excited about everything. He goes, "What's this? Hey, what's this?" He's looking at. He like goes over to Meehan's, like picks up his like Meehan's like kind of lip flapped a little bit. Like, "Oh my god!" And he runs over and he sees part of the mantle on the ground. He goes, "What's this?" And it's just he puts it back down. He's going crazy.
I'd like to look around for a cactus or something that I could like cut open and extract some liquid from.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Sure. Investigate. 9.
9. Okay. You're not finding a cactus, but there are some scrub grass and some other things and some ferns that have a bit of succulence to them, but not cactus.
Okay. I just when we were with Meehan before, I knew he said he'd used cactus in his tea.
That's right. But not
You might
he doesn't grow his own cactus.
It must not be from the immediate area. Yeah, he doesn't appear he's growing his own.
Yeah.
Planted it somewhere doesn't mean it's near here.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Well,
Does anybody else need healing?
I mean,
Pretty good now.
I'm,
Thanks to
Brad's,
Ander and Tyrael.
Brad's got 32 hit points now.
did Tyrael do
How
a
many,
major
Brad?
heal? Did I miss a heal? Because I'm still at 10. Was there?
You're
Oh.
at 10 hit points?
I was
I
at
can
10.
give you
miss?
another cure wounds.
There,
Um,
6
Did-
people
weren't you part
got
of
the
Mass
cure
now?
wounds that Tyrael did.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't one of those.
So
Let me just give you one.
People.
I'm at 10.
You got 37.
37 hit points?
Total now.
Okay.
Brad, how
Thank you,
short
Sean.
are you? I mean, you said you're at 40 something. How much more do you need?
Yeah, I've got 32 out of 67 hit points.
All right, so I'll do cure wounds to you at 2nd level.
Oh, how much is that with the magical?
With
thing
his,
thing?
so it's 4d8 plus 4. 32 plus, so 36?
36.
Second
Yep,
level?
I'm all
Yeah.
tippy top.
That's 4th level.
Almost perfect. Heck yeah. Brad feels delicious.
And now where are you at, Soot?
I'm at 47 of 87 now.
47 of
Okay.
87, so let's just give you 2d8 plus 4, so 20 hit points back.
That puts me in a pretty decent spot.
Anybody else?
Here is okay. He's at 94 out of 160 something.
I'm at 86.
You get hit 86 out of what?
134. Sorry.
All right, you both get the last 2 slots.
No,
20
don't
hit
give it to
points.
me. I can heal myself.
All right,
give it to
so then
anybody
you get 20 hit points there, Kier. And
Okay.
Ander gets nothing.
Anybody else that needs it, because I have spell slots left.
Anybody else?
Well, if we rest, we can use the dice, right? The hit die.
Oh, Alvin
Yep.
needs it.
I'll be okay.
Alvin needs.
Alvin can't get it.
Elvin
yet.
needs a
He-
curse
he-
removed.
Yeah,
Elvin's
yeah.
gonna go lie down, to be honest.
Yeah.
I bet if we can get Meehan up, he might be able to help with that.
Possible.
Yeah,
Maybe the
we
best
should
course of action?
maybe stand watch and make sure Sandy there doesn't come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit Meehan for 2d8 plus 5, so that's
Why are you beating him up?
21.
Okay. Same thing happens as with Tyrell's healing, is that as your healing energy sinks into him, his breathing is much more relaxed, looks much more comfortable, but it's just so much of his other force has just been exhausted. He's not moving. He's still sleeping. He's resting comfortably. He's just he's not like he's unconscious, but he's sleeping.
So, evil sand guy was from Tiamat?
I
Well,
think he said something about that.
He had all the dragons and stuff.
He was adorned with 5 colored dragons. That is the symbol of Tiamat.
breaking for at the very least.
And Seadra was going on about it's a time of dragons and stuff.
And real quick question, Master DM.
Yep.
The potion you gave us, was that a long rest or a short rest potion?
Short rest.
That won't work.
No. Because I still have mine too. I was going to use that.
Okay. So the sun is moving on in the afternoon. There's a light breeze blowing around, rustling the leaves and parts of the sand and dirt around you. But it's a pretty calm day, and as far as you can tell, on the horizon, all the weather seems very, very clear. What do you do?
So there's a cave, right? It's Meehan's lair. Is there an entrance?
Yes. I mean, if you go down, there's a staircase that'll lead you down to like an opening on the side. It's just below you.
Why don't we send a group in there to rest and maybe look for something that would help Alvin, and some of us can stay out here and guard Meehan.
I can stand guard to Meehan, or do anything really, quite frankly. Like protecting.
I'll hang out with you.
I'll stick with Meehan.
I'll be heading in. I'm a bit.
Fine. I will take Brad and Soot into the cave. Everyone's like volunteering not to go with them.
Should we get the Cogmaster back to the ship?
Oh, bring Cogmaster with us. He's smart.
Actually,
He might be able to find something out.
Is the area up here big enough for the ship to like land on?
Not really. Well,
how far is the ship away?
Actually, you probably could find a way to put it if we're to land on top of Meehan. Like if Meehan were not there.
What's the distance of it? I can get a bridge to the ship.
How heavy is Meehan? Maybe we could try and lift it.
Did you guys? The ship was parked outside, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
we
far
could
away?
just have it float.
Yeah, I think we parked. Damn it, June.
Cat.
I got cat attacked.
Yeah, that's why we
I
gotta
think
leave some
her.
people to guard
This
Meehan.
is your fault.
June, no.
June's a good girl.
We parked the ship so it's shielded by the butte here.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah. We parked it a short distance, and yeah.
So it's probably, I don't know, 180 feet down.
Oh, if it's within 500 feet, I'll just throw up a gate to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So this, Cogmaster can go back or whatever.
Okie dokie. Is that what you do?
I'm fixing things? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm
Well,
not
that
thinking
I'm sure
anything.
Gimbal will be happy to see him back.
You guys wanted to get back to the ship, and I just go and blow out this arcane gate
Nice.
straight back to the ship.
Yeah, you see the shimmering image of the Buick Saber there, and the Cogmaster's like, "Holy! Oh, I read the airship, of course!" And he's just like, he just sprints, and he just little gnome feet taking off, little clouds of dust behind him, and poof, he jumps through the gate, and from 180 feet down here, holy shit! Just ring throughout the kind of the area around you.
You know, guys, we took quite a beating in that battle, but seeing how happy the Cogmaster is and how much he's got his mojo back, I really got to say, it wasn't worth it. No, sorry. I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
Alvin just kind of shakes his head and goes, "I know you don't mean that, Andrew." And then he steps through the gate too.
Okay.
10-minute gate, guys.
Well, who else is going? Anybody else?
I'm
Can we
standing
get
here with
Meehan
Meehan.
in there?
Yep. I'm sticking with the guard team.
That would be it.
I'll go up to the ship.
Okay.
Wow, are we really splitting our party 3 ways?
It seems that way.
Die!
Well,
Awesome!
we're not.
I mean,
Wait, we're
doesn't
going
mean
to
we
the ship
can't
in-
bring it down, you know?
We're going into the ship instead of the lair, correct?
Well, the lair
I
may
thought we
have
needed to find
things.
things in the lair to save Alvin.
I thought so too, but he got on the ship, so
Or we could just rest on the ship.
I'm not gonna dig through
Explore
Meehan's
more.
lair while he's unconscious,
Yeah, I
That's
guess
good.
that's fair.
personally. So I'm gonna chill on the ship.
That makes sense.
Just seems rude. He's been so helpful.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so the rest of you are
I'll go to the ship.
okay.
I will go to the ship as well, and what I'm going to be doing is just constantly checking in with Anolo and be like, "Boom, hey, everything cool?"
It's cool. And I say it out loud. It's quite. Yeah, I'm fine. How about you, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, we're on the ship.
I'm fine.
Yeah, me too. I'm fine too, Ender. It's great. Yeah, I think he thinks I'm talking to him.
You say that out loud too?
Yeah, everything while I'm enthralled, I'm saying out loud.
Yeah, that's good. Keep doing that. That's good.
Thanks.
Awesome. Those of you who are up with hanging out with Meehan guarding, are you taking turns? Are you rotating? Is this a rest or is what's? I'm a little unclear.
Yeah, I think we're all taking a rest, just in 2 different locations.
Okay. Okie dokie. So who's got first watch? All right, Anolo, make perception check.
That's a 17.
Okay. So as during your watch, you see the sun just kind of slowly arc across the sky. The moon's slowly coming up. They're 2 different colors, and it's all quiet. Maybe off in the distance, you hear some birds. The sand is blowing gently. Otherwise, it's a pretty calm night, and everything else around is pretty fine. And your watch is uneventful. So, who's next?
You want the corresponding watch on the ship, or?
Yeah, let's do that. Who's on watch on the ship?
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay, perception check.
Okay. I haven't even gotten my dice out of the bag. I'll volunteer the roll. Has no dice. 16.
Okay. Yeah, same thing as Anolo. Pretty clear night. Looking around, you see some more of a local night creature-esque things coming out, like some scorpions and snakes are emerging, some horned toads and lizards, just because it's cooling off now and they can come out to hunt. But okay, so
Thurkir
round.
would like to go see the prisoners
Okay.
real quick.
Okay. So you go down
Before
and
his shift.
you see 2 prisoners because you ate the 3rd one.
Oh, right.
So you okay, how do you come in? What do you do?
I'm gonna casually come in. Say, it's been a very long day, so unfortunately we don't have time to interrogate you today. Unfortunately, I have to get this taste of mummy out of my mouth. And I'll kill the boss guy this time. I'm gonna behead him and put his head staring at the other guy and just drag the rest of it out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
To go do my shift.
We're the good
I'll
guys.
take second shift.
Okay.
A little on the evil side.
Yeah, I mean, what's
They're
your
bad
line?
guys. Come on.
Good, but yeah, good aligned creatures and even neutral creatures.
I'm
wouldn't
neutral.
do- I'm not even sure if this would. This is
Aw.
strange. I mean, you can do it. Yeah, I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying this is darkening the character a bit.
It is. But is that bad?
I don't
Okay.
know.
So,
Thurkir hasn't gotten to eat enough people in our adventures.
You put down the head in front of the other guy,
Yeah.
and the other dragonborn. You see the fear in his eyes, and you see like little tears come down his face, and he immediately vomits. Just pukes up all over himself. It's mostly bile because he hasn't really eaten a lot in a couple of days. But he closes his eyes and turns around as you drag off the body of the captain, and you feast someplace else. Okay. So second watch.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll take
Ender.
the watch.
Ender and
Oh,
Alvin,
sorry.
please roll.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 'cause there's one for the ship, one for the dragon.
24 for the ship watch.
Okay.
16 for the dragon watch.
Okay. So up top with near the dragon, the night settles in, and you see the stars start to peek out. The breeze picks up a little bit more as it's nice and cool, and you feel it go across your skin, cooling you off from the ordeal you just faced, and you don't really notice anything of interest or note. Down by the ship, Alvin, as you look around, kind of off in the distance, you see like a figure. It looks kind of buggy. It's kind of sharp movements, and it looks like a large shadowed figure. It's difficult to tell at the range you're at, but you can see it's moving, and you know there is, it's about 10 feet long, maybe
Okay.
5 feet tall, and there's also a person riding on it.
Oh, does it look kind of like when we saw those people riding the giant praying mantises? Is it similar to that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Oh, they're
all
grasshoppers.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, they were grasshoppers, not praying mantises.
Yeah.
My mistake.
The tabaxi on the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
It's similar in size, but there's
Okay.
something a little more distinctive about the shape you're seeing. That the larger shape is lower to the ground, and it's moving
Okay.
closer to the ground.
And about how far away did you say this is?
It's probably, I don't know, a few hundred yards. So
Okay.
I'd probably say 300 yards, maybe 200 yards, so 600 feet.
I want to go see if Thurkir's awake or if he's sleeping. And to be honest, if he's sleeping, I'm gonna wake him up.
Okay. So as you wander on the airship, Thurkir is still consuming what's left of a prisoner.
I tried not to react to that. Thurkir, there's something on the perimeter. I was hoping you could help me keep guard. They haven't approached the ship yet, but I'm a little suspicious of them. Someone riding a giant insect.
You let Thurkir go first. You look pretty weak still.
Yeah, that mummy messed me up pretty bad.
Okay.
So I will stealth go take a look.
Okie dokie.
Point me where did you see him last?
Yeah, so I take Thurkir up onto the top of the ship, and I point out the direction where I saw the shadowy figure.
Okay. Yeah. So it's closer to the south. And so Thurkir, could you please make a sort of you want to get there stealthily?
Yeah, 20 stealth. Do you want me to do survival to track, or was it perception to see? What would you think is?
Well, it's gonna be a perception check.
Okay. Where's my perception? +6, so 18 perception.
Okay. You definitely see the figure moving on the horizon, or well, not the horizon, just a few 100 yards or so away, 200 yards away. Has no awareness that you're even there. You're slinking in the sand, getting behind a few rocks here and there, and also the night is off, and your dark color is offering you a lot of natural camouflage as well. As you get closer, you see that it is a giant scorpion, and the person riding it is a cloaked figure with, it looks like almost a monk's robes, almost like really dark brown, kind of loose, but the cowl is drawn pretty much over all of this person's face, so it's difficult to see.
Can I do a nature check to see if I know anything about the scorpions?
Okay.
2.
Looks like food to you.
Yeah. The desert is nothing like the swamp, I guess. I will slink back to go tell Alvin what's going on.
Okay. So as you relay information, back on the deck of the ship, Alvin. I mean, so he is telling you that what he has seen.
Okay. Giant scorpion guy in robes.
Yep.
Yes. I do not trust people who wear too many clothing like that.
You've mentioned that before.
And then the rest of your watch passes uneventfully, except the figure gets a little closer towards, Meehan's lair, but it doesn't look like it's heading that direction. It looks like it's off heading closer towards Newsham, or that general westerly direction.
Okay.
Third watch.
Thurkir will watch.
Snow's on a third one for Dragon.
Oh. I'm gonna mug that. That's bad.
That's about as good as Snow's gonna get.
I rolled the same thing twice. Okay. 4 plus 6 is 10.
19 minus 1 is 18.
Okay. Okay, so Thurkir, you're looking around and you get kind of distracted with other nightlife and looking at things, and also your stomach is kind of gurgling after your current meal. Just you're kind of not really focused. So as far as you know, nothing happens. Up top, Snow, what was your perception?
18.
18. Yep. Yeah, you see Meehan kind of stir, and he lifts his head up slowly, looks around, and he sets his eyes on you.
Hey, good morning. Well, not really, but...
Did we do it?
Oh yeah, blew that contract in pieces. You got everything back?
He kind of slowly lurches his gigantic gargantuan form up. Like he brings up his hands, like, ugh. And he gets back down and he lays his head right in front of you, like, trying to just relaxed and trying to recline. He goes, "Oh, they didn't tell me I would have such a headache." He's just.
Can I get something for you?
Do you have any tea? I could use some tea.
And not on me, but I can go get some probably. Got some in your lair, right?
Yeah. No, don't bother. I can't explain where it is right now. Don't. Okay. Come on, Meehan, you got this. And he just he picks himself. He says, "I'm too old for this. I've been on this Earth a long time. I haven't had anything like that before."
It was quite a sight to see.
Did I hurt any of you?
Yeah, there was a bit of splash at the end, but we're all here. Everything's good.
Okay, good.
There was this mummy dragonborn guy though. Went by the name Megrim Doomhex.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, he was kind of trying to steal your lair while you were doing the ritual.
And he just grumbles angrily. He's like you can tell he's holding back a lot of curses. And he kind of looks around, and his eyes zero in on the sliced mantle. And he goes, "What is that?" And suddenly he's suddenly much more alert.
Yeah, he was wearing it. He said something about time at Ender rip that thing right up.
He gets closer, and you see as he starts to kind of pull himself closer, you see his form shrinking back into slowly into his gnome form, and he becomes very, very small. And he has the shock of blue hair and the copper colored skin, and he gets close to it. He picks it up.
Careful with it. It kind of moved or something when he was using it.
Oh no! Whatever Ender did, it is useless now, which is much to our benefit. But I didn't know these existed. The boons of Tiamat were a rumor amongst dragonkin.
What does it do?
Well, we don't really know. We just know that they are given as gifts to certain champions of Tiamat. And as far as we know, they amplify innate abilities to extraordinary effect.
Maybe that's how he was able to make that giant sandstorm.
And he puts it down. And he sits down, pulls his knees up to his chest, and just kind of rests his head down. He's like, I need to sleep more. I'm going downstairs. Thank you for watching me. You're most welcome to come downstairs and in the safety of my lair, with its protections and its warding, and feel free to make yourself at home. I have food and drink.
Sure. I'll let the others know.
Okay. And you see him kind of just hobble away wearily, almost limping, as he goes down into his lair. And that concludes your watch.
At the end, I am gonna kind of poke everyone away slightly, be like, "He hands up if you wanna." He said we can use his lair if you want to go down in.
Yeah. Probably better sleeping out here in the open.
Yeah, okay. And is it the morning now? Would this constitute a long rest?
Yeah, it's a long rest.
Okay. I'm gonna reset my spell slots, leaving my HP alone. And I'll head into Meehan's lair.
I'm still whenever Anolo is conscious, I'm still checking in on him.
That's funny because I was gonna say we're going into Mihan's lair, and apparently he's got foods and drink and breakfasts or something. I don't know. That's where I'm going.
Food.
Rank.
Food.
I'm up. I'm moving around. I go and I grab everybody on the ship and be like, meet me hands up. Meet hands up. We're going. They're going into the lair.
Okay.
Maneuver the ship to
Excellent,
the top
let's go.
of the mountain.
I can't. I've never driven it.
Yeah. Alvin will steer the ship and park it on that little plateau.
Okay.
That way it's closer.
Fair enough. So, easy peasy. Don't have to roll for that.
Nice. Cool.
Okay. So you guys head down in, and the Meehan didn't make it very far. Like he got down to one of his first rooms, just like he knew he's inside, and you see him just slumped over in what looks to be a large chair of some kind. Well, it is a large chair. It's cushioned. There are tapestries behind him. He's got like a little tent over the one he slumped into, and it's a very comfortable room. There's a center rug. There is a table, a circular wooden table that has fruits and grapes, strawberries, other delicacies and things, and there's also cups and pitchers of water, and looks to be some sort of I don't know, a greenish tinted liquid.
Brad is totally gonna try the greenish tinted liquid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alvin's right there
totally.
next to Brad. Like, what's that green juice?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you pour it into these like dragon cups, like the mouth is like here, but the glass extends upwards, so it looks like it's just swallowing all everything. And of course, they all look like Meehan, because
Right.
as the green liquid fills up, it looks almost like acid as it kind of bubbles up over, and as you sip it, it's got a nice to light taste to it. It's very effervescent, and it's like a cross between mint and coconut.
Ooh.
It's quite refreshing.
Bro,
I'll have
this
a glass
is
of that.
healthy.
Yeah, we'll have some.
Okay, so you guys pour more glasses, sit around. There's no like real chairs. There's more like large cushions for you to sit on, and rugs and blankets and things.
As
Hey,
Alvin
Manolo.
is drinking the liquid, I'm going to just take my gigantic hand and put it on his face and push the curse right out of him.
Oh!
Gah!
As you
Oh!
see him.
And leaves
Manolo.
kind of like dissipate.
Oh
out of it,
yeah. Manolo, thank you. I feel purified.
Well, you smell a heck of a lot better, buddy, because you started to smell like bandages and gross mummy flesh. It was nasty.
Yeah. And if we're just hanging out, I'm gonna grab a snack and go right into a short rest so I can use hit dice.
You will not need to do that because I can heal you a bit with my lay on hands. Now, how much health are you down? You're at 10. What are you
I'm
normally?
10 out of 101.
Oh.
Why don't you let him do a short rest and then you can
Yeah.
patch him
Short
up
rest
after?
is only an hour. We're hanging out anyway, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use hit dice.
Okay.
Brad will play you a little tune. I don't think it matters which bard
Actually,
does it.
I can too.
Or is yours better?
I
Are we gonna
think so.
compete?
I mean,
You play a
Is it
tune
really a
and Brad
competition?
will do some.
is it a
Brad will do
competition?
Brad will do
You guys
some,
are like competing songs of rest. Ooh, it's so soothing in here.
Dueling banjos for added rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Dueling lullabies.
Uh,
Where's that? I don't know where that is on D&D Beyond.
Performance.
Other, maybe?
I'm not. Is it under features and traits for a bard?
Maybe.
Not
It
sure
might be.
what-
I think it's a trait.
Yes, it is.
Feature.
It is
Okay.
Whatever you
D10.
call it.
It's an extra D10.
So an extra
for hit points.
D10, solid.
Okay, what's your song of rest sound like?
Mine sounds like the baby metal version of Enter Sandman.
Oh my God.
Soothing. All right.
Hold on. I think I have that someplace.
Nice.
Oh god.
And so, Brad, are you doing the Song of Rest as well?
Nah, if Andrew's
Nah?
got it, that's
Okay.
fine. I'll just
Okay.
every once in a while give him some like backup singing, you know.
I'm gonna
Other
Throw
things?
some- throw
sit and
some
like start
harmonies in.
prestidigitating out my pipe. You know, cleaning it.
What shapes are you making, or what are you doing with it?
Oh, I'm just like prestidigitating out the clean up my pipe. you
Oh,
know?
okay.
It's like
Yep.
get in there, and then I'll just like light it back up and like just blow skulls up into the room.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Meathead starts to stir again. He like lifts himself up. There's dirt all over his face because he just kind of hit the floor. And he's like, he drags himself over one of the cushions and sits down. He goes, "Ugh, good to see everybody." He puts his hand into a dish and pulls out, looks to like a grapefruit, and just kind of just rips off of it and just dives into it and just starts gnashing down on some citrus.
Feeling better?
Oh yeah, yeah, much better. It's whew, that was a lot. That was you don't know how many times that almost went wildly wrong. Of course,
Great idea from all the acid spraying everywhere, but I get what you mean.
Well, that was actually good stuff. I mean, if I had not been able to control it, I mean, you guys been knocked off the mountain.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird thing when you kind of your mind makes contact with the Modron plane of Primus, and they're all very organized. It's kind of it's not my place, but it's just when you touch that with your brain or your mind link, and it's just it's a lot. Whew. He just sits down. He pours himself a big thing of the green juice and just like starts slugging it. All right, so gives you guys a thumbs up. Good job. Thanks for protecting me. That was, as I can tell, needed.
You,
Was-
Meehan, for breaking the contract. You're the only one I think who could help us out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure there's others. I mean, I'm not the only ancient dragon around, or there's probably other people. I mean, but I appreciate the gesture, and normally I'm more susceptible to flattery, but I'm still pretty tired.
Well, I wasn't really trying to flatter you. I just wanted to. I am sincerely thankful for you. I mean, that was quite an ask. So.
And you were, from what I hear, you're the one who sliced the mantle. So you have destroyed one of the boons of Tiamat.
The what? Of what?
Oh, your little buddy, and he points over to Snow. Oh, he didn't tell you? What the hell, man?
Everyone was really tired. It's,
Yeah. So,
is that the sort of thing Tiamat would bear a grudge about?
oh yeah, totally.
Though to be fair, she strikes me as the type who would bear a grudge about most things.
But yeah, so it's what like I was telling little Snow here is that she has given these out to 5 champions that she has hand selected or claw selected. I'm getting my humor back. Here we go. And so, and these These boons, as far as we can tell, we have not really had a chance to study them collectively as dragons, but we know of their existence. It just amplifies innate characteristics to an extraordinary magnitude.
So, like, if I had one, I'd be like the best poet in the universe.
No, I think you'd be the best sea turtle.
Wow, that'd be sweet.
Don't encourage
Andrew
him.
definitely laugh at that.
But if one of you did happen to come into contact with one, I mean, these are most assuredly cursed, and the sway they have over one's willpower is considerable. I would not ever put one on.
Got two Zards tonight here.
We don't need a repeat of Anolo's demon sword fiasco.
Yeah.
See, I'd like to argue that we made out quite well with the demon sword fiasco, Mr. Snow. Look at his sword.
I don't know. I mean, you're talking to yourself an awful lot lately.
I do not talk to myself. I'm always talking to something. Isn't that right?
You're talking to me.
See, I told you. Did you say talking to me like
yeah.
out loud or?
Yeah.
See, when he's sleeping in my bag, I'm talking to him.
Oh, so like what Tuzard used to do for us. How come you can't do that for all of us? Huh?
I told you guys already. It's because he belongs. He belongs to me.
Let's just be careful who belongs to whom here, son. We belong to each other, right? All of us, because we're part of the Oddlot.
Right.
That's
right.
awesome.
That's right.
I make an Arcana check even with disadvantage because I mean, like, I think something's tripping Andrew's ideas here. All right, if it's with disadvantage, then it is a 16. If it's not, it's a 21.
Okay, so to understand the nature of their communication.
Yeah, because like the thing I got Andrew is like he belongs to me. I'm like, Andrew would definitely have a problem with that. Disingenuous obsession.
He belongs to Andrew.
That's right.
I mean, I the best you can tell is that it's a weird phrasing by Soot.
Okay. Well, that fits what I know about Soot. Weird.
Yeah, you know, I get certain things because of the stuff that's happened to me, and that lets me pick one person that I can.
Let me try to explain. I think what you're saying here is that when I went into the cursed sword, I came out with special abilities, and one of those is being able to speak to things in my head.
No. No.
Wait
I love
a minute.
that Nolo thinks he has superpowers.
No, you went to sleep.
I do.
You went to sleep, and then I went inside of your mind, and I was like, "You belong to me now." And then now I can talk to you in your head.
Question. What?
Yeah, Alvin's
getting
like
in my
bandaging
mind.
himself up like, what the heck?
What? Hey, guys, listen. He's joking with it. Nothing. You can't get into my head. Look,
And-
my ear holes, they're not that big
and then I'll
for a
just
cat to get in it.
Speak directly into your mind. Yes, I can. It's okay.
But you can't. Hey, Meehan, do you have any more of that green tea stuff? I'd really like to get a swig of
Oh
it.
yeah. This is the greatest stuff for hangovers, and it just pours you some, and here you go.
That's good
It's
stuff,
fine.
isn't it?
It's fine. He's okay. There's not you. You look worried. It's fine.
It doesn't hurt
You
him.
know,
Nothing is hurting me.
well, based on my time with Esmeralda, I kind of have this whole thing against people possessing other people. You know, I'm all about, free will and doing what you want to do, not having to have your mind controlled by a small tabaxi. Call me crazy.
Whoa. I remember exactly what Esmeralda did to you, and that was a heartbreak and a half. Plus 10. Are you saying that he's going to break my heart like that?
I meant before we rescued Esmeralda from herself, when I was basically her captive. This is before we met, buddy.
Nice. Yeah, I think we need extra sleep or something. This thinking thing is getting me tired.
I don't think
Okay.
you have to worry about Soot capturing you the way Esmeralda was capturing Ander. It's fine.
It's a good thing. It makes sure that he protects me extra, and also we have a line of communication.
You see, I would sign up for that when you had me at protection extra.
And I'll do
I'm
the
there. I'm
creepy
in it.
smile that do like with a disguised self that just kind of goes.
You see Meehan get up, and he goes over to a cabinet of some kind, and he opens it up, and it's this light, oaky kind of cabinet, very, very well crafted. And inside there's just looks like bags of goodies, and he pulls out this one tray, comes on over, and just rips off this a layer of leaves that was wrapped around it, and inside are just biscuits and like crumpets, and he's like, all right, I think we need these now. Let's just eat.
Yo, what is this tasty green drink, bro?
Oh, it's a special mix. Wait, did you say green drank?
Did I?
I see what it is. It's a Jolly Rancher at the bottom of like a bunch of cops.
Okay.
And
I've heard a lot of languages in my day, and I've been around a long time, but there's some weird bastardization you're doing that just doesn't really tickle my ears. But
Yeah, Brad really has a way with words, doesn't
I'm
he?
a poet.
Okay. Well, the drink it's native to some of the cacti around here, and it's very nice. You harvest it. You have to squish it down and process it. You heat it up a little bit, let it cool. It's a thing, but it comes out pretty well. To answer your question.
Well done, bro. Super tasty.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
He looks like he's got this pained look on his face. It's like, what? And he's like, I used to sing to the gold dragons. I used to sing ditties, and now I'm saying bro in a stone mountain in the desert to a human who thinks he's a turtle.
I know my pain.
We're all sea turtles, man.
Ugh. Anyway, and he just like grabs a crumpet and just starts scarfing.
Uh-huh.
I've been dismissed totally. He was like, oh.
I like to grab an extra biscuit or crumpet or whatever it is you call it, and maybe a smidgen of that green cactus tea so that I could give it to our friend so he can reproduce it.
Dude,
Okay.
whoa, yeah, like, where is Eric? Like, he would totally be super hyped to, like, meet a dragon.
Hold on, let me talk. Let me see if I
Make
can
sure
get
it's
him.
cool with Meehan to meet an aberration first.
Are you trying to know? Are you
That's not
trying?
how. I told you that's not.
Zarek,
It's
we are down in Meehan's lair. Feel free to come down here anytime. See, guys, I told you I got powers.
that's not gonna. It's not gonna. Okay.
He'll be here. Don't worry.
The confidence.
Yeah.
Meehan, we are the Oddlot.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm going to go ahead and take it from it myself.
Oh yeah. Alvin fully takes like one of each pastry available and starts eating them.
Okay.
And you also notice, the rest of the party would notice Alvin has to cast a low-level healing spell on himself to get him up after the short rest, he still needed a little boost.
You need more attention, Alvin.
I should be fine now. But you do see him casting a healing spirit, so a little like Fey spirit appears, and I just like soak up its aura for a minute. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. That's what I needed. And just finishes his crumpet.
Okay.
Are these low carb, Meehan? No.
Well, I used few of the carved creatures to make them.
What?
Carved in.
No, I don't know. They taste good.
Thank you.
Whoa, are these made of bugs? I've heard of like baking with insects.
Well, you know, supplies are restricted around here. You have to be a little creative. But, you know, and it's a delicacy. It's expanded my palate. But it's been kind of nice.
Bug muffins.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
Meehan, I do got a question.
Is
Really
that the
quick
episode
question.
title?
You know, well, so like maybe like not even 8 hours ago, you were this gigantic dragon, you know, with a big stomach inside of that dragon.
Yeah.
Now you are roughly the size of Alvin Allgood.
He high fives Alvin.
Yeah, that, great. It looks great. But my question, my friend, is your stomach still the size of a dragon's stomach?
He looks over at Ander because he knows that you and Ander have a thing, and you have a bond. And is he always like this?
Yes, he is. Sorry. He makes
Here,
up for it
you can ask me.
in really good ways.
Because, oh, I mean, I he looks over at Noel. Noel, I appreciate you, and I see you're devout for Helm, and you've got some great armor and a pretty sweet setup going on there. But, buddy,
Yeah.
think before you speak.
Well, see, the thing is, I put a lot of thought in that question because you know, you were big and now you're tiny, and quite frankly, I was just gonna say he only needs a couple crumpets, but now I really think you need like a whole wagon full of crumpets.
And as while you're saying this, you see Meehan just kind of he changes form, and he grows to the size of an Etten. You know, see, remember you saw the Obrash from the
Yep.
Simulacrum like a couple years ago. He changes into Obrash, and you see the two heads going whoa, kind of grunting at you. He's like, "Oh, is this big enough for you? Hey, I'm not big," you know, that kind of thing.
I answered it quite well, thanks. I have
Good.
no idea what he said. I look
And
over at Ender.
He
Wow,
shrinks
he
back
feels.
down.
Hey, thank you for your hospitality. I need to hit the privy, and so I'm just gonna
We'll find out in help folder.
stop it, Google.
What was? Huh?
The
Did
thing
you
is
accidentally
scary.
Trigger Alexa
Uh,
or whatever.
I spoke the alternative to that other creature you spoke of.
Ah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to the privy now because that freaked me out, and I maybe trickled down my leg a bit.
They're just using a different voice.
More voices in his head.
Okay, you meander off, and Meehan's just like, just keep it in the bucket. Okay, and okay.
I want to actually, like, kind of stealthily. Just, I'm not going with Anolo to the privy, but I'm waiting for him to come out. I'm gonna go
Okay.
follow him.
Okay.
Okay. Alvin wants to slide over to Ander real quick and just be like, "Hey, Ander. Well, we were taking watch overnight on the ship. Thurkir and I saw this robed figure riding a giant scorpion. Did you all see anything from here?"
No, I didn't see anything, and nobody else on watch mentioned that. to me.
Okay. He was skulking around. It didn't look like he posed any immediate danger, but I just wanted you to be aware of it.
Are you sure it was a he?
Well, it was a robed figure, so they. It could have been a man, woman, some
I
fey
asked
creature,
because-
who knows?
I asked because didn't that Medusa we helped out? Didn't she ride scorpions?
Yes, she did have a a giant scorpion.
Well, I imagine she wouldn't be hostile to us if it was her.
Right.
I
I haven't thought of her in some
name for-
time.
Yeah, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But on the other
It's,
hand, we should maybe find out who it was, or just let Meehan know. We should let Meehan know?
Yeah, we should let Meehan know.
What? Sorry, I was, face first in some food.
Yeah, last night from the ship, we noticed a robed figure riding a giant scorpion. Do you get much of that around here? Have you ever seen any Medusas in this desert?
Nah, not really. I mean, but then again, I don't make a habit of really going out at night all the time. I'm getting too old. I just like to.
Okay.
But if it's just one person on a scorpion, I mean, I don't know how much
Yeah.
damage can they really do? I mean,
Right.
And look at me, I'm a
Mhm.
friggin' dragon.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometime back, we did help a Medusa out of a tight spot, and she had a giant scorpion. We're not sure if it's her or not, or someone else. Not sure how many giant scorpions you have in this desert.
More than you'd think.
Yeah, she used to follow her Sune. She was kind of looking for redemption. Saved that angel in there. Can't remember
Sure,
who was the
sounds
nature love.
The angel? He was an angel of one of the the god of divination. Something with an S.
Sabras.
Savras, that's it.
I gave the blade to Ant. I'm sorry, I'm in a privy. I'm just talking.
Wait, I just heard an Olo in my mind. Maybe I've got powers.
Just imagine shouting from behind a door.
Yeah, so as you guys sort of commiserate and you're talking and you're kind of all being convivial with each other, Meehan's like, okay, well, this has been interesting. I mean, I'm glad that you guys have come into my life. I've had a very long life. It's interesting people, but you guys are okay. What's your next steps? What are your plans? I mean, what are you doing?
Well, I think we wanted to find out about those guardian Pegasi. The unicorns.
Yes.
I can't remember. The unicorns?
Hopefully
Unicorns.
the animal messenger I sent will return shortly, in the next day or so.
Yeah, the funny thing you said about that Shroud of Tiamat or whatever, I forget how much we've told you, Meehan, about what we're doing, but there's definitely a plot that Tiamat's got going to come into the plane. You probably would want to know about that being one of the non-chromatic dragons, right? Is that
No, he's a chromatic.
chromatic?
No, he's a metallic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's metallic,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. And you see, like, his exhales through his nose. You see the two little puffs of smoke just exhale through his gnome face, his gnome nose. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some sort of plot. We foiled it a couple of times. Once was here in the desert. I think that was connected somehow. Not
There is a
directly.
unicorn to the north of here, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
I did not know he was under duress.
He had been captured by a lemur? No. Definitely an L word.
Lamia?
Lamia from the bathroom.
Yeah, Alvin points at his boots. Yeah, the Lamia.
Oh yeah, your boots. And something else too. That guy started this whole thing of checking in on these guardian unicorns who are some sort of chthonic kind of guardians to different planes. There was the one in the volcano. There was
Oh, the sky one. that.
Yeah, the
Like give
sky.
Alvin that like super sweet arm.
That's 3. The underwater one. The 2 others. There's one that's underwater.
Yes, we haven't visited the
And-
water one yet,
Isn't
or
there just 4?
Did we see
Yeah,
4?
there's only 4. There's only 4.
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
so it's
I
the
guess I was
water
thinking
one we
Power
haven't
Rangers.
visited yet.
Interesting. Well, there are many guardians of many things in the world, and it's not unheard of that unicorns would be guarding, I guess, weaknesses in between planes or barriers or other kinds of places of power. I did not realize that Aaron was one of those. I just thought he had a pretty sweet mane. He was very fun to talk to. He was quite the accomplished pianist. But so if you have others that you are speaking of, this is troubling. I will.
Oh yeah, definitely troubling.
I will have to consult some of my fellow kin, those that are left, or those that are awake.
If you know Oberon, he's sort of the king of the.
Oh yeah, I know Oberon. Yeah, Obi. Yeah, Obi's great.
That always called him.
Yes,
I think Obi put the unicorns in place as guardians. So if you contact him, he might have more information. Although he was pretty occupied the last time we talked to him.
I have not been in the Feywild in probably a century. Oh, it'd be so lovely to go back.
Speaking of Feywild, do you know anybody named Sierra by chance?
Vaguely. I mean, when I spent more time in the Feywild, I Oberon and some by that name used to cavort, from what I understand.
As well, she was banished to her own little piece of Feywild here, and she, while stealing people's talents and whatnot, managed to construct some kind of big orrery, and said something about the planets and stars aligning just right to be bringing about the Age of Dragons.
Red, your audio is super choppy, bud.
It's like it's like your microphone
It's
is
like popping
doing...
noises.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me try messing with some stuff.
Snap, crack, pop.
Yeah, I'm still hearing it. Yeah.
It's like he's making Jiffy Pop.
Okay.
How about now?
We might need a few more words out of you before
Yeah,
it
keep
comes out.
going.
It's tricky.
Yeah. All right. Snow's just gonna talk about the Age of Dragons that Sierra was predicting.
A little better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is. I think the smaller races and the people with shorter lifespans than us have crafted, folklore around the Age of Dragons. I mean, we've been here a long time, and I don't know about that, but I do know that this Sierra person was complicated. Yeah, it's the best way I could put it. I mean, yeah.
When we met her, I could definitely attest to that. I think this whole plot's being spearheaded by a Zendarth.
And he looks at you, and he pauses for a moment. Could you repeat that?
Zendarth? I believe he's a big red dragon. A couple of other names that we've come across is Alderith. He's white dragon, I believe, and Mrs. I think it's Mrs. Black Dragon.
I'm familiar. This is not good. I wish you had better news. Zindarth in particular is notoriously cunning and cruel, and he rivals the strength of even some of our ancient gold dragons. Those that are left. And if he has aligned himself with Olderith and Mrs. or Mizzies, they are creating forces and armies the likes this world has not seen in a millennia. Oh, this is deeply troubling. And is there any other names? I mean, is there any others?
Not that we've come across yet, I don't believe.
I mean, there's a dragonborn Rogar in Cliffnall, apparently.
Mizzies took over Cliffnall, left him in charge.
Okay. So Zindarthus only has himself and 2 others. He only has 3.
That we know of.
If he manages to command or convince 2 other dragons to his side, I feel that this Tiamat is likely to return. They will have enough combined power amongst them with their innate magic ability and enough strength of arms to defend themselves, to complete whatever ritual they need to, or do whatever it is they are planning. We need to find out what it is they're planning, where it is, and we need to stop them.
Well, that's part of the reason why we're trying to help these unicorns, because back at the volcano, they were trying to open up the plane of fire through there. And the unicorns are gatekeepers, more or less.
Yeah, Red, you gotta do something about that, Mike.
Damn it.
Sorry, man.
Aw.
Double check your source.
It doesn't sound like air going into the microphone or anything.
Like
It's
maybe
just
your
weird.
beard hair scratching it?
Nah, it doesn't sound like that.
Can't
It
be
sounds
beard
like
hair,
the-
it's just on my ears.
Is the connection into the computer? Like maybe try unplugging and plugging it back
It's
in.
only when he talks though, so it's
Oh,
It's
that's true.
wireless Bluetooth. I'm gonna try turning off.
The microphone
back on.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So let me say a couple things. We'll take a quick break, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll figure it out then. So, as Mihan contemplates this, and he looks up, and he goes, well, so the volcano of Vix was a place, from what I understand, an extraplanar gate there, where the planes were more thin and people could cross the boundaries. I'm assuming Aaron and as this air one as well are planar places. So the water one obviously is by deduction is another thin spot between the planes, but those are elemental planes. Why would they be reaching out to elemental planes? Tiamat is in Avernus, the first layer of hell. They're going the wrong way.
One of the things I thought we learned was they wanted to just cause a lot of chaos by opening these planes up. Maybe divert whatever forces were available to, trying to confront those invasions. Probably why they were trying to do what they really wanted to do someplace else.
Oh, I'm just gonna pop my head around the corner and be like, wasn't there a big blue dragon behind the one in the air unicorn? The portal?
Oh,
think that was the
like
white one.
chasing the elephant, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the white one.
Yeah, that was the white dragon,
White dragon.
Oldereth. Yep.
Okay.
There was a reference to a blue dragon to the west beyond the God's Blood Meadow. That's probably what you're thinking about their robot. Yep. So distractions. This is well. And he's at a loss for words. Like he doesn't really know how to process the gravity of the situation currently, and he looks probably for the first time. I mean, he looks legitimately troubled. And the ritual and stuff, he was okay with that. Even during the ritual, I mean, he was fine. But this is definitely more crestfallen. And he looks over to you. I must consult my library. I'm going to go. Please make yourselves a
Dragons
home.
you could let know?
I'm sorry.
Are there other dragons you could talk to and let them know what's going on?
Yeah. Yes. There are one or two that I know are awake, and they might know more. But I need to get some facts in order. I need to consult some old ancient ideas and texts, and at this point, almost folklore of my people. I need to go look. Please don't feel compelled to leave or rush out. You are safe here. This is a haven for you and all the good that you are doing. And he just gets up and he turns into like a small crow, and then just disappears off down through the his layers and starts flying very rapidly and disappears. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Cool.
Neat.
Everybody go get some snacks and stuff. and
Snacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll be
I don't
back.
figure out what's going on with Rid's microphone.
Well, let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
My music. Where's my music?
And we're back.
La
Oh, hello.
musica. Hello.
Awesome. Today's music brought to you by Sirenscape.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
I'm hoping we could start off with me confronting Anolo.
I was actually double hoping that because I was in the privy using the bucket. Right, so I'm all done. Has anybody seen Zarek? I called him like 10 minutes ago. Oh, so be a little bit close.
So, yeah, before you come back into the room, I want to like find you in like a hallway or something like that.
Oh,
And just be like, hey, so I wanted to talk to you because, like in person, because things got kind of scary back there, you know. I almost got hurt real bad, and I almost died. I think it was real close. And I wanted to ask you a favor. It's really important because I know that these guys are powerful and stuff, and that you've brought people back to life before and stuff. If something happens to me, you can't do that.
pick you up. You're adorable as shit, buddy. You need to be explicitly specific.
If I die, you gotta leave me dead.
put you back down. So I'm playing the conflicted part. So what you're asking me to do is to not bring you back, which would kind of go against what I'd really like to be doing, but you're asking me to not bring you back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so let me just ask this question. It's a follow-up. I might have a few, right? Can I protect you from dying?
Oh, sure.
Okay. And if you were at one... That's not D&D time. And if you were at the very last leg of your health, you were still breathing and your eyes were flittering, I can still heal you.
Sure, sure.
So when it... Okay, so I'm a little bit confused. So if you were to drop and not have your eyes flittering, you don't want health.
Look, there's... I think we actually
So
have...
I guess what I'm saying in character is like when you drop below and you're at the death saving throw and you fail the third, you don't want to come back.
No, save. Oh, yeah, after I've lost all the death saving throws, yes. Yeah, do not resurrect DNR. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So
why?
We have this in common, I think. There's you need to protect people, right? I have something in me that I'm protecting everybody from. And
listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'll do it, but you gotta be straight with me, so I know that if whatever it is you are protecting us from, I can protect us after you expire. What is it I need to protect?
I can't tell you. That's the part of it. It's an idea almost. It's why I can do the things that I do. If I go, it just has to go with me. You know?
So, we've been together on a lot of things. And normally I wouldn't put this kind of trust in something that quite frankly scares the living bejesus out of me. But I trust you, and I will honor your wish.
Yeah, and I'm also like just slightly manipulating you with the thrall stuff to like.
You want to paint that picture, buddy? I would do it for you. Sure. Is this something you don't want to tell everybody else? Okay, well, we'll just keep it in this space for now. Anyway, why don't you catch a ride up on my shoulder? We gotta go find that Zarek. What the heck, man? I mean, I've been holding this crumpet, going to the Privy. I'm sure it doesn't taste well, but...
Brought the crumpet with you to the bathroom.
Of course I did. The lot of you would have eaten it already, so I had to keep it for my man Zarek. Let's go find him.
All right.
So we jump back to the rest of this.
Okay. So as you guys rejoin the group above, and you see people are having mixed emotions because of the discussion they had with Meehan, and Meehan is nowhere to be seen. So people are sort of downcast. I wouldn't say sullen, but they look preoccupied.
I'm just coming over. You guys are all serious.
Well, we were telling Meehan about the whole situation with the unicorns and Tiamat, and he got kind of freaked out, and I've never really seen him that way. So I think we already knew it was serious.
The big dragon is scared?
Yeah, that's kind of what's got us worried.
That's funny.
And where's Zarek?
He's still on the ship. You can't talk to people with your mind.
It's ridiculous.
Why are you still holding? Why are you still holding the crumpet and tea?
I'm going to tell you why I'm holding it. Is because a lot of you would have
tea
eaten
to the
it.
Privy with you?
You bet your bottom dollar I did, and I'd do it again.
We wouldn't have
In
drank
fact,
your tea.
You would have drank the tea, and it's for Zarek.
Have I ever once drank your tea, Anor?
This tea was too good to just leave sitting out with a lot of us. I know all of you. I trust y'all, but I don't trust you with tea and crumpets.
There's a whole basket and a whole vat left.
There's
of
a
either.
huge, like, pile of pastries in front of us.
Have you not seen Thurkir's thirst and hunger? I don't trust him for one bit.
Well, to be fair, these don't bleed.
Yeah, at no point did these pastries breathe. Thurkir is eating them under duress. I don't think they're his favorite.
I think they're made of bugs, though, so...
Yeah. What?
Some of them are a bit crunchy.
Didn't he say they were made of bugs? I heard they
I
were made of
wasn't
bugs.
listening, but yes, he did. Actually.
I mean, it was kind
Alvin
of hinted
grabs
at.
another one, even as we're talking about them potentially being made of bugs. But they're good.
See like a little leg sticking out of one.
Yeah, there's like a little grasshopper leg.
Yep.
Protein, baby.
Go back to that ship, and I'm going to see what's taking him so long.
Okay.
So, you coming?
Okay.
Well, before you go, run off. Why don't we figure something out first? Meehan said we didn't have to run out of here. We could sit. So maybe we should do that and give Cogmaster a chance to go over the ship and get it ready, more ready. I don't know, and then figure out what we're doing next. I mean, we've got a couple of choices.
Is there anything in here that could help? Well, maybe we should bring Cogmaster down here, and perhaps we can see if there's anything in here that could help us fix the ship. Remember, there's that gaping hole that we kind of put all the tables and stuff against, so it wouldn't be a gaping hole.
Well,
Right.
all this belongs to
we
me.
need to do a more permanent fix. That was just a temporary patch job.
Yeah,
I think we could leave Meehan and IOU.
Well, he's going to come back, right?
He just went to his library.
Oh, well, we could ask him then.
He did ask us to not go anywhere for a bit, too.
Yeah, he said we didn't need to rush off. I'm still waiting for my animal messengers to return, so if we're stationary, that's probably for the best.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So speaking
I would like to know.
Go ahead.
I would like to know who that robed figure was for sure. So maybe if we're just trying to kill some time, we investigate that, give the ship some time to get fixed, give Meehan a chance to do some research, wait for the animal messenger to show up, and I kind of like the desert right now. Let's hang out.
Up through the doorway leading in, you see the bird fly in and perch right on Alvin's shoulder, and then immediately, almost quickly, on its tail is another one and lands on his other shoulder. The first bird leans into you and just starts chirping, which you understand.
Yep.
To be
actually, according to the spell, they fully speak in the person's voice.
Oh,
so
okay.
everyone will be able to understand.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. So the first bird. Do you remember what they were?
It was there was a blue jay and a blackbird. I want to say.
Okay.
I can't remember which was which, but that's what the two birds were.
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot to write it down. So the bluebird opens its beak, and you hear this this kind of lower registered gnomish voice, like, "Alvin Allgood. Oh yes, we met briefly, and oh, I do remember you. You are the hero of Harlan's Gate. Unlikely hero, but hero nonetheless. And yes, I do have some agates for you." And then the bird claps and its beak together, flies away.
Good news from Jasper.
The other bird leans forward, and you hear the voice of of Windstar, the sassy fire unicorn, and he goes, "Where the heck have you been? Things have gone wildly wrong. I mean, thank you for the help in saving the volcano. I'm cool. Aaron's cool. And as far as I know, Eternia, I mean, her fall is coming along really well. But I have not heard anything from Zara. And we cannot get her to communicate. I mean, she's there. We can feel a presence there, but nothing. And the bird just claps its jaw shut and flies away.
And it's good news on the unicorn front.
Except for the part where there's one that they can't talk to.
I said
That's
not
concerning.
as good news.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that kind of points us in a direction.
And at least they're still there.
We were going to go there anyway, right?
Well, we could have stopped off in Cliffnall and see if we could knock that Dragonborn off its throne, but I think we got to think bigger picture than that.
Yeah, Cliffnall might have to take a back seat.
Do we still even have the money and time for that mod?
I don't think we've ever had quite enough money, but we do currently.
I don't think we've ever had enough money for the mod. That was a lot ago.
Aren't dragons supposed to be rich?
In some cases.
Well, not all hordes have to be gold and jewels.
I was gonna say, Mihan seems to hoard miniature mechanical models of himself.
We're missing gold still, right? There was gold that was on the ship that's missing. Is that true, DM?
Or was that still all in the ship?
Did we get that back when we... No, because those weren't the same
We
raiders.
got that back when we
They weren't the same raiders.
They were part of the group, but not...
They were
didn't
part of
have
the
our
group,
stuff.
but we still are missing that gold, aren't we?
Yep.
Crap.
Yeah, yep.
Is that what you sent me the message about, Tucker?
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
We got
So we
Cogmaster
might have
back,
to. Yeah, depending on what he can do, we might have to liberate Cliffnall, get our money back from them, because those were the raiders that attacked them to begin with.
Other ways to get underwater, though, so we don't necessarily need to make the Buick Saber amphibious, or whatever that right term would be. We just have to use it to get there, and then we could have some other method to go underwater.
I can provide water breathing for all of us, but movement's probably going to be slow going.
Yeah. Weapons won't work the same way, but they wouldn't anyway.
We also got to
You
consider
cast
how.
the... Go ahead.
We also got to consider how deep we might have to go. I don't think breathing might be enough.
Depending. Underwater, I could wild shape, but that's really only good for me. Someone might be able to hitch a ride. But...
We have Cogmaster, like, right here. And he's the expert at these things, and by no means am I an expert at much except for protection and dealing sweet damage. I would like to ask Cogmaster what he thinks we are capable of doing.
I would like to take Oddlot up on his idea of bringing the Cogmaster in, because with all these little mechanical creations of Mihan, those two brains put together might be able to come up with something right now.
That might be a good idea. Yeah.
We can go and get him and Zarek, and to see what took him so long.
As a side note, the good news from Jasper was that he has the agate in stock that I'll be needing. It's the material component I'm going to require to be able to cast Awaken on Mr. Bricks. Although I think what I will require is somewhat out of my current means. I only have a little more than 600 gold pieces, and what I need is going to cost at least 1,000. Could you guys float me some money?
Yeah, I can pitch some in. I've got 438, so.
I mean, if it means that Basilisk doesn't turn us into stone. I mean, I'll throw on some in.
Nothing, and I will give you what I've got. What is nothing to me?
It'll greatly improve his quality of life and everyone's safety.
I'm sure we could dip into the ship fund for that too. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's
Thurkir gives you his 9 gold pieces of useless money.
Thurkir.
Thurkir now has 0 gold pieces.
I will add 9 gold pieces to Alvin's currency.
I'd give you 54.
Okay.
I'll toss in 100.
400.
I
Sorry, I didn't mean to pause the game for a bunch of bookkeeping.
Take another 100 from me.
Okay. That puts me at 986.
Yeah.
I'll make up the difference there.
Okay.
Brad'll pitch in 30. He doesn't have
all right,
much,
Brad.
but
Oh, all right.
30 gold.
Okay. That's
In third gear, if there's any other money you want someone else to hold.
You just wait till one day you're sneaking around and you hear jingling.
Oh, I have
That'll be
gold.
the end of you.
and and is there anything else any of us need from Newsham? Should we plan on making a trip there soon?
Brad looks over to Nolo.
Yes, and I look
Besides
back at you,
Spice.
Brad. I'm sorry. I take that as a negative.
Nothing wrong with Spice. I'm just
Thank you for doing that.
other than
Yes,
Spice.
we would like spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really should send a letter home to let everyone know I'm not dead.
But then, what if you die?
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, if no one else needs anything shopping wise, Snow, I could deliver a letter for you, but I might just wild shape, fly into Newsham, fly back once I've done what I need. If no one else needs to go.
I can go ahead and write it up now then.
I'd like to
give
just
you-
show up there and flip them off and walk back out.
You want to go just to go?
Yeah, well, my ban is up, so I can actually enter the city again. It would just be a fit of peak. I don't need to do that.
Wait a second, Ander, wasn't that approximately a little bit more than, I don't know, give or take 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That ban is up.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is accurate. It was a 1-year banishment.
Yeah. We can.
Go
We
there,
can
and
all
burn
go to
something
Newsham
else
if we
down.
want.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to keep burning down all the work I create, you can keep doing that, I guess.
Jeez.
But I will rebuild it from the ashes. It's fine.
Thurkir just
Um,
wants to get out of here as quickly as possible. It's way too dry.
So, did you guys bring who went to get the Cogmaster and Zarek? There was Anolo and anybody else?
I'll go with
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay here just so we can.
Okay, so as you guys are finding your way through the sort of, I don't know, the twisty turny nature of the lair, and you're seeing the shifting magical smiling faces of Mihan, and you go through the room with the instruments, and you pass through the chamber where the great boulder fell, and the mimic door, and the piles of gold where the 2 iron cobras jumped out at you, and you kind of traverse all the way back through until you get back out to the ship.
Memories.
And there is, as you get back on the ship, everything's pretty calm. The crew is just making sure things are functioning, working well. You go down below deck, and Zarek and the Cogmaster are animatedly talking, and they look up and they look at you at the same time. They just kind of stop, and from the table you see this little catapult go, "Ping!" and hurl a bit of like pancake batter into a pan and start sizzling in the pan. And it's like, I couldn't help myself. This is the panapult. It's a pancake catapult. I couldn't help myself. Zarek needed it. And also, he pulls out this little. He goes, when he sets this thing on the kitchen table. It looks like a little minigun, right? And it's like, oh, this is the Egg Cracker 2000. He goes, watch this. He goes, he hits his button. He goes, and it's like little eggs are firing out of this minigun into the pan. He's like, okay, that was cool. That's like brunch specials. Okay. And he puts it down. And I got one more thing. And he pulls out like this sombrero kind of thing. It's a big wide brimmed hat, and he goes like, ha! And he pulls across this. It looks like he pulls a sheet across. Aha! And it's like you see nothing. It's just like he goes, oh, okay, I forgot. And he puts it on top of Ander, and Ander, suddenly you see into the elemental plane of air.
Whoa!
Ah! See? Okay, check this out. He flips it and he pulls across, and he flips it around, pulls across a red one. This is the elemental plane of fire. So it's this amber color. And what this does is, if there is like an unseen thing that's elemental in nature, you can see it.
Oh. Is it just fire and air?
No, Metal 4. He's like pulling like little drawstrings, and he's like pulling curtains and stuff and shimming around. So it's got the 4 major planes.
That is awesome. How did you come up with that? Since we've been parked here,
I got ideas, man. I told you, it's been a long time, and like I couldn't help myself, and I had to get to work, and Zarek was so inspirational with his food cuisine choices, and got the ball rolling, and it's just like being in the kitchen mixing spices. It was just like it was there.
That was you, Andrew. I'm sorry. Remember when you said that if you could do it again, you wouldn't because it wasn't worth it? You shut up. What? Me? No, I'm defending you, Cogmaster. Anders sucks, and he should shut up. You know what, Zarek? Here's a crumpet, and here's some tea.
Excellent.
Yes. Full disclosure, I had both in the privy with me.
I can taste you on them.
Oh God.
That's a bit gross. Oh God. Can I get a look under that blanket thing you got? Because I don't want to be here right now.
Your world's tallest lamp.
Okay, so you got it under the blanket. Yeah. And like Zarek just kind of floats under the blanket and like lifts it up, and like so you and him are under the blanket together, like eyeball to eyes.
I think we're completely and utterly silent under this blanket. I don't know what Anders said, but I think they can't hear us. So let me tell you this: they didn't want to. They were going to eat this crumpet, and I was like, "But Zarek's a hero, and we want him to feel part of it." And
you're lying.
He must be talking to Cogman. Hey, don't listen to him. He's such a. And I thought that you would really like this and a tea. Can you think maybe? Can you replicate this?
Anything. For you, Master Anolo.
You know what, Zarek? I want to say this. You are my hero. But let's get out of this sheet because we're a little bit close, and I think I smell a little bit of your eye fluid, and it's gross. Not that gross, but a little.
So, Cogmaster, have you ever seen a brass? Wait, is he brass?
Copper.
Copper Dragon's lair?
No way! I mean, I kind of briefly.
Well, Meehan he loves to tinker with little mechanical things. I think you two should meet under better circumstances, and maybe address the fact that we've got to get underwater at some point. Maybe you two could come up with something.
You gotta get underwater? Like how far? I mean, like how long?
Very and very.
Heh. Yeah, I got ideas. I would love to meet him. I've never met. I mean, I saw the dragon. I haven't really talked to him, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. And if he likes to tinker as much as I do, I don't know what we could do. Oh man. Yes.
Okay.
But hold on. I gotta tell my son. I barely said 2 words to him because I just had so many ideas. Gamble. Yeah, Dad. Hey, yo, I'm back. All right. I'm very happy, Dad. I'm kind of busy with the engine right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, he's good. He's coming.
I love their dynamic.
So, when do we leave?
Just come on back with us, and we'll go.
All right.
We'll tell you the. I'll tell you the story of our first visit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he runs down. He grabs Gimbal, and Gimbal's just, he looks tired, but he looks very relieved and very happy to see his dad. As he kind of comes up the stairs, Gimbal is just covered in like soot and grime, and just kind of just leans and just hugs his dad once more. And he's like, okay. He looks up. He goes, Dad, I missed you. Thank you. Thanks, son. And I know I'm not always the best with, emotions. But and he pulls out the little crossbow, the emblem.
Mm.
And he gives it to Gimbal. He goes, I never lost this. And Gimbal's like, Dad, I made this for you when I was like 2. You kept it? Well, yeah, dummy. Yeah.
and under the sheet, I'm crying. It's so beautiful.
So he's like, come on, we gotta go meet a dragon. A dragon? We're gonna meet a dragon? Okay, yeah, come on. And they just take off up the ladder. I presume you guys.
Yeah, we should go with them. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna let him walk alone after that kind of heart-to-heart moment. It was, but let's trail him. No, wait, we should lead them because I don't know if they know where this.
You don't know where they're going.
Yeah, right. I'm not thinking clearly. But we should take the sheep thing or the sheet thing. We should take it with us. This is
for sure.
Quite nice. It's silent. I mean, nobody can hear you when you're talking into that. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
It's pretty great. We'll start walking back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lair, you mean?
Yeah, that's
lair,
what I meant. Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. So as you guys walk back and you meet up with the rest of the group, people are still relaxing, having refreshments. Though the crumpet pile has considerably been depleted. It's about, we still have enough food for everyone else. And the Cogmaster looks around, and he's like, this is, just the whole time, he's like, this is amazing, I'm in awe of this. And he's like, sees all like the little mechanical dragons, like, holy crap! It's so, he's got talent. He's got talent. So he's just totally enthralled the whole time. And Gimbal is just, he doesn't know what, You're just taking it all in like a tourist in New York City, like seeing the skyline the first time. It's like, holy crap, that kind of thing.
Knowing that Gimbal and the Cogmaster are going to be too distracted to do it for themselves, Alvin makes up a little plate of food for each of them and just kind of like brings it over, gets them a cup of tea, like realizes that they're so like in awe. It's like they're going to miss out on these pastries. So
Very
just playing
thoughtful. And
host a little bit.
You kind of hand it to them, and they kind of take it absentmindedly, just start eating,
Yeah.
looking around, just totally just enthralled with the place and the aura and the magic and just the nature of the lair. All right. Anything?
Do we know where the library is?
No.
Okay.
We saw the direction the bird flew, but then after he turned the corner, who knows?
Hey,
Soot?
Soot? Soot?
Yeah, you see me again. I'm trying to put the ball back, the 8-ball back in my mouth.
Do you just do that periodically?
Yeah, like what?
Could you summon your birdies to go see if we can figure out which way to go to find Mihan?
Oh, yeah, okay. And I blow out and make a flock of ravens.
Okay.
And I tell them to just go off exploring and see if they can find Mihan.
All right, make a survival check. Just do it with advantage because you have multiple ravens.
18.
Okay. Yeah, so in Mihan's haste, flying around, he seems to have neglected paying any close attention to, kind of how careful or how close he got to walls, and you see like these kind of rock formations kind of fall with little wingtip kind of slices. I mean, he was moving very, very fast, and just they can tell where he went based upon the kind of residue he left behind him. And there comes a point where it circles are outside and comes back in, and it goes to this unseen portion to most of you section of the lair. It's darker. It looks older, but it's full of like crates and other trinkets and other just stuff. And there's this hole that goes all the way down. And this corkscrews all the way down, probably a good 100 feet or so, and it opens up into this large open cavern area. And inside here are scrolls, very, very large scrolls that are on wooden spindles, kind of laid out against the floor. And you see Mihan in his little gnomish form on top of one of these, like enormous, gigantic scrolls, just reading draconic script like a madman. And he looks up and he sees him. He goes, "Oh, hey, kind of almost done."
I'll make the raven just go, okay, because they can talk.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And he looks over. He kind of jumps over to another scroll, reads a little bit, runs down it, looks, and comes over to another one. There's at least 5 like enormous scrolls just laid out rolled out against the floor.
I'll just I'll open my eyes back up and just be like, he's almost done.
Okay. Well, we shouldn't disturb him anymore then.
Okay.
But almost onto a dragon.
Right, their time frame's a little different than ours.
Want to give him an hour, see if he shows up, and then maybe we go see if we can find that hooded figure?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Thurkir, you want to join me for looking at some giant scorpion tracks?
Erkir will try, but the desert is hard to track.
I agree, my large friend.
Maybe you could look from the air.
That's a good thought.
I'll send a familiar with each of you guys to give you guys advantage on, if they'll help you.
Okay.
With your checks.
Sure.
With your tracking checks.
I think I will turn into a giant owl because they have good eyesight.
Okay. So,
Get that
feathers
airborne
kind of
look.
flop out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fly out into the night air. Make a perception check.
Sure thing. Do. That's a 17.
Okay. So while the wind hasn't really subsided, you can tell that even though it was constantly moving, it wasn't strong enough to really cover all the tracks. So you were able to remember where it was moving in the kind of general direction, pick up the kind of track line, and seeing it kind of meander its way towards Newsham. And you airborne, even at this height, you see it far away. It's made quite a distance between the last time you saw it and now. So if you wish to pursue, it's going to be kind of a whole endeavor if you wish to pursue it.
Right. No, I think I'm gonna circle back, wild shape and report my findings and kind of get everyone else's feeling on what we should do before I.
Okay.
I don't want to fly off, by myself.
Okay, so you see Alvin fly in, and then kind of change form and just land back into his gnome shape.
Yeah, and I report what I saw from the air. It was going off on this direction. Looks like the scorpion has made quite some distance. I think it's going to take us a while if we're going to catch up to them. Towards Newsham. And was that... Can I do like a history check to try and recall if that's where the Medusa's house cave was?
You don't need to do a history check.
Okay.
No, the Medusa's Nemaris.
Nemaris, that was her. Thank you.
Her
was
cave is to the south of pretty much Meehan's lair. Because here's like Meehan's lair.
Yep.
Down farther south is the cave, and then further below that is where you had that Feywild tear, and you went and crossed into the Feywild over what was a cliff in the Prime Plane, but a waterfall in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So she was taking pretty much a northwesterly course. She got a little close, kind of north and then this way.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys are talking and just basically just taking it easy after a lot of stuff, a bird flies in, and there is Meehan again. Eyes kind of green with a coppery ring around the blue hair. His skin has gotten a little more coppery. It's more, you see even as a gnome form, like vestiges of like outlines of scales. He's back in his tinker's outfit, and he looks at you and he's like, okay. Yeah, there is apparently an ancient prophecy or ancient tale of the chromatic dragons coming back, and that would be the Age of Dragons. and it would be worse than it was with the war with the giants. So we need to do something about this. I'm going to make contact with the people I can, and if I can help. I mean, you guys are now, weirdly to say this, I haven't had to say this in 600 years. You're my allies.
Whoa.
Snow's gonna kind of like puff his chest up, be like,
We're heroes.
Yeah,
Really good
Allies.
allies.
Alvin is digging the hell out of the sound of that. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're going to, guys. We're going to war against chromatic dragons.
Yay!
So let me tell you something, buddy. One time I was in a
Everyone's
wrestling
Facebook
match.
soot gets sad.
I was in a wrestling match with 2 other giants, maybe 3, I forget that. And then one time I took a hammer tail straight to the chest and still bounced back from it. I think a war with dragons would be nothing. Ha.
I appreciate the bravado, Anolo, but I think the dragons have a bit more cunning than a hammer tail.
You underestimate these muscles, right? Because giants, me, and I won. At least that's a tale I tell.
And you see me kind of sit for a second, and you see him and he shifts out of his gnome shape, and he looks like a little worm, like a pseudo dragon, except with like kind of blue gnome hair. Like he got stuck in like he was transitioning to a different form, but his thoughts stopped him, and he got caught in between between forms. And so you see this like long snout of a copper dragon, blue hair, tinker outfit, the whole And he's like, "This is gonna sound real crazy, but we might need those giants."
I don't know if you missed the part of that story where I beat them. You need those ones?
Yes, but if I remember anything about giants and their hierarchy, depending upon which ones, the ordning. Thank you, Rander. If you place someplace in the ordning because of your feats of strength, that could be something to think about.
yeah.
But I will let the lot think about it, and we'll do. Yes.
It wasn't just.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that I
It
could?
was
terms with
cloud
it while we're
giants
all
too.
talking.
Sorry, what happened?
We all started
I
talking.
was gonna say it wasn't just the ice giants. It was also the cloud giants that we got to, and they were even more powerful.
Yeah,
So, yeah, those would be great allies.
and we were on good terms with the cloud giants, as I recall.
Yeah, we helped them stop the frost giant uprising.
Well, yeah, we revealed the one guy's wife was a traitor, and
You know,
Kill her?
Yeah.
and then we got that other guy's son killed. So
there are
good.
casualties in
really-
war.
That sounds
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, relatively good terms with the cloud giants.
You can play that cliff note, I guess.
Okay. So the Meehan looks. He's okay, and he finished shifting. He shifts back to his gnome form. We might have a chance. And the Cogmaster looks and goes, "Hey, hey, you, hi."
Oh, Meehan, this is Cogmaster Body Knock. He's the gnome that you broke the contract for.
He's like, "Oh, thank you. I hear you make stuff. I've seen all your creations. I mean, you've got some real talent. I mean," and it's like drinking from a fire hose with this guy. He's just like unloading all of these things, and Mian's like, you see his, he take a step back for a second, and like he's a bit put off, and then he kind of cocks his head, and his eyes grow wider, and he gets bigger, and he suddenly realizes that he has almost a kindred spirit with the Cogmaster, and he's just, And Mian's like, "Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun, aren't we?" And he just gets like, and he's like, "Okay, yeah." So the Oddlot, they said they needed to get underwater, and they don't really know how far or the depth or whatever it is, but
To the unicorn.
we could do something with that, right? Yeah. Go see the unicorns. And he's like, they're pausing for a second. He's like, and the Cogmaster says, "Well, I got an idea. After checking this stuff out," and he like leans in to Mian's, like, and he starts whispering, and Mian's eyes just go wide. If you guys want to make perception checks to try and hear, you may.
Ooh.
I sure as heck do.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
You betcha. Actually,
Perception.
Heck, this is a horrible time to be laying on my
Perception.
dice.
Actual 20.
Perception. Oh, good for you. I got a 13. You know how poorly I have to
20.
roll to get a 13?
Oh no.
It was a
As long
natural
as I can
4.
I got a 23.
as long as I can see their lips moving, I can actually read lips with the observant feat.
They're covering their mouths.
In that case, 11.
I need everybody but Ander to go silent.
Oh, I got a
wow.
20. I got a 23 as well.
He got
No,
a nat 20.
not
I think
20.
that's
It was a
good.
nat
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Though.
All
Nat
right.
20.
Yeah.
Use that
Okay.
deafen
My elven
feature,
ears.
Just
you
a,
guys.
just a sec.
Wait,
I'm
where's the
gonna
deafen feature?
It's the one that looks like a pair of headphones. It should be near the
Yeah,
bottom.
it should be
kind of
right
by your
next to the
icon.
microphone
Oh.
and the little cog.
I see it.
I don't actually have that.
That's okay. You don't need it.
No, I would just. What do I
Okay.
hear? What do my elven ears hear?
Okay. As you feel, you look over and your ears prick up real quick, and you hear them talk. The Cogmaster saying, "Hey, well, what if we took all of your little mechanical creations and took all the gears and just kind of reconfigure them into some submersible? So it'd be like a Mihan submersible with all little faces and wings and stuff." And Mihan's just like nodding, and he looks over at the Cogmaster real quick, kind of leans in, and he whispers some more, and he says, "That's so cool. I mean, yeah, we can make this happen." And the dragon says, "I'll work on the magic, and you get all the components together, have whatever you want. We can make this happen." And that's it. So as they finish, oh, okay, they got a def. Okay.
Back.
Okay.
So the other folks are still
Trickling back in.
trickling back in.
I'm picturing the whole Oddlot like leaning
Yeah.
in curiously, and
Right.
only Anders getting
Yeah.
it. Everyone else is like, ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then as soon as the Mihan and the Cogmaster realize that you're leading in, they look up and they bolt out. They're gone.
Mm.
That was curious.
Guys,
Must be some secret.
it's gonna be cool.
And that's where we're gonna end the night.
Dude.
Yay.
Oh man.
No.
Hey,
Oh my god.
for once it's a cliffhanger where I'm not fearing for our lives.
That's
Well,
true.
Hey!
That's true.
Hey.
Right?
That's a positive.
I mean,
cliffhanger.
we should still be fearing for our lives. I mean, Tiamat dragons.
Eventually.
Hey.
You should be feared for your life because I fear for nothing at all.
They can watch the playback, right? It's not that big a secret, right?
Oh,
We
that's a
won't.
good
If they
question.
want to, it's up to.
I'm-
If they want to be
I'm not doing
surprised, they can.
I'm gonna
I'll-
want the surprise.
Yeah.
I'll wait and be surprised.
Yeah,
not touching
solidarity.
In fact, I didn't even roll perception because I'm shit crap at it, and I knew, I've got other things to think about.
I know it's not even gonna try to listen. He's
Nah.
interested
Watch
in
the
other
playback.
things.
Only listen to about the 2 hour, 28-minute mark.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fine.
Well, I mean, if they want to ruin the surprise, they can. If they don't, they don't.
Oh man.
I want the surprises.
I gotta say,
such a
Josh,
good
you
episode.
were on fire tonight.
Well,
you were
thank you.
so
Yeah.
funny.
The Nolo RP was just like really dialed in.
Mhm.
Thank you. I love Anolo. He's my favorite.
Him,
Because I get to channel my inner dumb.
the idea that Nolo thought that the
Your
mental
earbuds.
communication was emanating from himself
Yeah.
and not Soot, despite the fact that Soot said repeatedly that he's doing it.
Yeah.
Just
I don't believe him because I'm right.
I got the superpowers.
love it. Absolutely love it.
Just love the idea that they can't hear us in here. That's great.
Yeah. Just hide under this blanket. They can't hear us, right? That's how blankets work.
And then Soot and Anolo had a very serious moment too, where we had to like,
that was cool.
you know,
Yeah.
which I will tell you this all: if it ever gets to that point, I will defend his request with everything I have. I will protect that request.
And then Snow
I
got
think we'd all
to
respect
talk to a dragon. Like
Yeah.
that was
Their own
that
little
was a big
one-on-one.
like that was a big
That's
little
pretty cool
one-on-one
for
spot.
Snow. Yeah.
Snow is very happy to have spoken with Meehan.
Yeah, in his actual dragon form. So yeah. It was
That's just bonus points.
Yeah. You guys were. It was a lot of fun. You guys were great tonight. I mean,
It was-
you're always great.
It was good.
Thank you for making the campaign. Ooh. You help us all be great. We're go team. That's what I'm saying.
Go team.
Yeah, man. I think when you have the
Blah, blah.
platform and you give us the platform to be as creative as we can, man, I think it allows us to have this much fun.
Good.
That's why this campaign
Yeah.
is the shit.
Yeah.
That's why I was really nervous last night, and unfortunately, due to technical problems, it didn't go great. We are going to try and finish it up Wednesday, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But-
Wednesday
I was like, man, I got big
continuation.
shoes to fill. But
Mhm.
the other thing was, from watching the way Matt runs it and the way Calvin runs it, I was like, okay, so all I really have to do is put the stage out there, and these
Yeah.
guys are going to go and play on it.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, you guys started role playing. I'm like, okay, this will
Yeah.
work. This will be fine.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
it's
man,
much
you just gotta set
easier.
up the pins. We'll knock them down.
It's much easier than you'd think. Like, it looks daunting to DM, but it's one half. It's a portion, just a portion of the equation, and the players really like fill that world so much. It's incredible.
It probably
It
makes it a
helps you-
lot easier if everyone else is experienced too, and we all
Yeah,
DM'd
'cause
together.
Yeah. And also,
Yeah, I've
we've
DM'd
been
for 11 and
playing
12-year-old.
together for a while, too. So we've got, as players, we've got a great rapport.
Yeah.
When I ran the one shot for the Aether Flux, we didn't stream that one, but when I ran that one shot for the Aether Flux group, I just had a blast. It was so much fun.
Mhm.
That was the first time, Chris, that you busted out Flashpan. I love
Oh, yeah.
that gnome so much.
Flashpan
I would
is
die for
awesome.
him. I love him.
Why are gnomes
got-
so much
using one.
fun?
No,
Like, why are they?
Awesome.
Gnomes are awesome. They're
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Approach
Sometimes I see
differently,
gnome hate on the internet, and I just don't get it.
Because they're stupid and the internet's dumb, and gnomes are amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. All true. All true.
Guys, thanks
Well,
for
she was-
thank this was a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
let
thanks
me
for
do the
everybody
scoreboard.
for. Oh yeah. Everyone who
Yeah,
was
thanks for
watching.
everyone watching.
Yeah, thanks for everyone who
Yes,
joined us
that's
tonight.
cool.
Yeah. You guys,
Team
we
Manolo is
have
trending.
264 followers on the Oddlot channel.
Really?
Nice.
Over
That's
200.
crazy in my ear.
Wow.
Did you say 264?
Yep.
Yeah. In
Wow.
Not
Take
on
it,
it
take it.
once, but
Not watching us tonight.
Oh, followers. I get that.
Following
Yeah,
the
people
channel,
who clicked
yeah.
the follow button.
people who
I-
liked what they saw enough to want to see it again sometime, maybe.
Yeah, I never ever
Nice.
thought
That's
that would
pretty
happen. So that's awesome.
It's way cool.
That-
thank you.
That is super cool.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
so
Thank you
thanks
to
to all our
everybody.
followers. Now everybody out there watching. I mean, those who hung out with us and watched and chatted, and it's good to have you aboard and just hang out with us and while we're ridiculous and telling this crazy story.
And feel free to join us on the Oddlot Discord if you want.
Oh,
we
yeah.
hang out there and share jokes and memes
mostly.
and just sort of chat and whatever. We got a hangout channel. It's a good time.
Mhm.
For also for Wednesday's makeup session / continuation of what I started on Sunday, I'm thinking 6:30 or 7 would be a okay start time if that's okay by the other players.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Cool.
Mm,
All right,
if you're
cool.
interested
So
in seeing that, see you then.
the conclusion to the Alien one shot, Wednesday, 6:30, maybe
Minor
7.
threat.
Minor threat. That's what it's called. I'm sorry. Yes, minor threat. Excellent. So anyway, good night, everybody.
Night.
Peace,
Hey,
dudes.
everybody.
See you tomorrow, next day, or whatever day it is.